Staying profitable in times of inflation often requires e-commerce businesses to change focus as consumer habits change. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 tricks that you can implement to raise your profitability today. Stay tuned. Today, you will learn how to use a Powerstep and cart recommendations to increase your average basket size. You'll learn the importance of showing your high-margin products and just how easy it can be to create awareness of them. And lastly, you'll see how you can use your email marketing to retain your customers and get them to buy more products. So, why am I talking about this? I do because during inflation it becomes harder for e-commerce businesses to stay profitable because we consumers tend to shop differently. We tend to buy less and skip items that we might want but deem unnecessary right now. This also means that we generally browse less and make less impulse-related purchases. The best way to stay profitable is then to inspire your customers to add more products to the cart, while at the same time creating awareness around the products that you earn the most from selling. As an e-commerce business, it's actually possible to lose revenue even if you have a lot of orders, if your average basket size is close to 1. The reason for this is that you have the same amount of expenses for shipping and packaging and ad spend and so on, regardless of whether a customer buys 1 or 5 products in their order. That also means that any extra products your customers add to their cart, apart from the first one, more or less goes directly to your bottom line, which is why cross-selling is so important. So, let's dig into how you can do this. The first thing you should do is implement cross-sell recommendations in your purchase flow. The best place to do this is immediately after a visitor adds a product to their basket. This is called a Powerstep or an add to basket step. Amazon has been doing this for over 20 years with massive success, so it really works. A Powerstep can have different forms, like a middle page or a pop-up, but regardless of how it's done, it's the exact same concept. 1, it confirms the customer's action that the product is now in the cart. 2, it makes it easy to go directly to checkout if you don't want to buy anything else. And 3, it shows the very best products that the visitor should now consider adding to the cart. A great Powerstep shows the very best accessories to go with a product that was just added, like a helmet or a pump for a new bike. It should also show recommendations based on what the visitor has been browsing across the website, and ideally also products that are currently on sale, so we feel that we get a good deal. After the Powerstep, you should also add recommendations directly to the cart page. Here, you can focus on accessories and products that match everything that was added to the cart. It works just like when you visit a physical supermarket and while waiting in line you end up buying both gum, chocolate and batteries, even though you didn't really set out to buy those, because they're just easy to buy while you're there anyway. The same concept goes for a cart on a web shop, but here you can make it highly customized based on what is in the basket. In the cart, you should focus on cheaper products that are easy to add to the cart without thinking too much about it, while still having a high margin for you. So that could be things like your own brand of cables or socks or vitamin D supplements or whatever you sell on your webshop. In Clerk.io's plug-and-play platforms, the Powerstep comes included in all of our extensions, which means that you can activate it in just a few minutes and then style it to match your webshop. Even if you use a different platform, you would still simply need to either add a pop-up or a middle page and then use Clerk.io's content and design system to embed these recommendations directly into your Powerstep. The AI will then take care of figuring out what products are the best for any visitor adding a product to the cart. The same thing goes for the cart page, where you simply have to embed one simple embed code that will then understand what's in the cart and recommend products based on that. These can then be filtered to only show the cheaper products that are easy to buy late in the checkout flow. Not all products are equal, though some are more equal than others. As an e-commerce business, you will always have products that add less to your bottom line because of expenses associated with stocking them. The reason, of course, is that for your own white label products, you control the production and price. Let's say that a pack of branded protein powder costs 20 euros. Selling this protein powder in 100 orders will then net the business around 1,000 euros before expenses, because of the 50% margin. Selling their own brand of protein powder that only costs 17 euros will net them 1,530 euros across those same 100 orders. Of course, most web shops will have to promote and sell branded products to create interest on the web shop itself, but it's just to show just how much it can actually mean when you start focusing on the products that you earn the most from. The best way to do this is to boost the visibility of your high margin products across your entire webshop. It's especially important to do on your categories and your product pages, as many visitors will come here from search engines like Google. But it's equally important to do in your own search function on the website, so when customers search, they're also exposed to your high margin products. Then you should make sure to always show the very best alternatives on any product page, and that this banner reflects your high margin products. With this approach, you can generate a lot of traffic based on your branded products like Nutrimino, but then have customers check out with your own white label product because they found an alternative that contained the same ingredients, had the same flavor, but was just cheaper for them to buy. In Clerk.io, it's super easy to do this as well. With our intelligent merchandising tool, you can boost any products you want across every single place where you use Clerk on your website. Start by sending a margin indicator to Clerk, like a percentage between 0 to 100, or a more anonymous indication like a scale from 1 to 5. Once you've sent this data to Clerk, you can then boost any products above a certain margin that you want directly from the tool with a few clicks. You simply have to first select a trigger, which we recommend is everywhere, so it impacts all of your Clerk elements, and then you create a rule where you give a significant boost to all of your high margin products. The way it works is that your choice will influence how the AI shows products to customers, while still retaining the intelligence that it uses to find out what to show to who in which case. Afterwards, just like the cart page, you simply have to insert one simple embed code in your product page template to always show the very best alternatives for any product that a visitor comes to. Now that you've optimized your webshop for profitability, it's time to re-engage your existing customers and get them on there. A highly efficient way of doing this is to add cross-sell emails to your existing email flows. Start by picking out 10 of your biggest products that you know you have obvious accessories for. An example could be an outdoor store that sells glamping equipment. Yes, glamping is actually camping for people like me that don't really like camping and need more luxury. They will often sell glamping tents, but also have accessories like stoves, beds, tables, chairs, and much more. By segmenting customers based on people who have bought a glamping tent, but didn't buy a stove, you can create highly targeted and relevant emails that will have a lot of engagement from your recipients. In these emails, you should then of course show the best accessories that they need for their purchase, and you might have guessed it, make sure that you still focus on the highest margin items first. With this approach, you can create a substantial amount of conversions because you know that these emails will be relevant to your recipients. In Clerk.io, you can do this easily. Using our audience tool, you can find the relevant segment in just a few seconds by using a combination of have purchased and have not purchased. In our example, we want to find people who have purchased glamping tents but didn't buy stoves. This will then give you a list of customers that you can market to. After creating your segment, you have multiple ways of marketing the products to these customers. First, you can use our advanced auto email tool to automatically send these emails to customers at the point in time where they're most likely to purchase. Or use our newsletter function to simply send a blast email to the entire segment with the right products right now. You can also synchronize your audience directly with your own email client and then use Clerk.io's embeddable email recommendations to make sure that they see the very best products, stoves in this case, when they receive an email. The icing on top is that if you've already set up merchandising to boost your high margin products everywhere, it will also automatically impact any email you send with Clerk or any recommendations you add to your own email client. If you implement all three of these tricks today, you will have a web shop that's geared towards increasing your bottom line, and I promise you'll see results quickly. So, these were the 3 tricks that you can use to instantly raise profitability on your webshop. To summarize, increasing your average basket size and margin is key to staying profitable during inflation. Use a Powerstep and cart recommendations to inspire your customers to add more products to the cart. Make sure that your visitors are exposed to and inspired by your highest margin products across your entire website. And lastly, use your email marketing to re-engage your customers and have them come back for accessories based on the products they already bought. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you want to know more about how Clerk.io can help your business, then visit us through the link in the description and we'll love to have a talk with you. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.